Here are top 10 stories of the day. Our top story this morning: history has been made in the IPL once again. Royal challengers Bengaluru have successfully defended their crown and become back-to-back IPL champions. In a thrilling final, RCB defeated Gujarat Titans by 5 wickets with 2 overs remaining. Leading from the front, Virat Kohli delivered a match-winning performance under pressure, helping Bengaluru lift their second consecutive title. Fans across the country celebrated through the night as the long-awaited dream run of RCB continues. Moving to Uttar Pradesh, the state's police force has a new permanent chief after nearly 4 years. Rajiv Krishna has officially taken charge as the new Director General of Police. Having served as acting DGP following the retirement of Prashant Kumar, his appointment signals a major administrative move by the Yogi Adityanath government as it focuses on law and order ahead of crucial political developments. In Maharashtra, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has highlighted the growing importance of Ayurveda in modern India. Speaking in Pune, he said Ayurveda remained neglected for decades but received a significant boost after the creation of the Ministry of Ayush. He emphasized that government support, technology, and innovation are helping traditional medicine gain wider recognition and stronger infrastructure. Also from Pune, the NEET controversy is back in the spotlight. Members of the Indian Youth Congress staged a major protest over the alleged NEET paper leak issue. Demonstrators demanded accountability and called for the resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, intensifying pressure on the government over examination transparency and student concerns. Now to Punjab, where Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann met state and district toppers and praised Punjab's education reforms. Mann claimed that Punjab has emerged as a leading state in education performance and highlighted the success of government school students in competitive examinations. The government sees these results as proof that recent education reforms are delivering measurable outcomes. From Kerala comes a story about the future of farming. State Minister T. Siddiqui announced plans to introduce artificial intelligence into the agriculture sector. Officials have been directed to prepare a dedicated project and budgetary provisions are being considered. The initiative aims to improve productivity, decision-making, and technological adoption among farmers in the state. In Tamil Nadu, political attention is focused on Trichy, where Chief Minister Vijay is expected to participate in a major Thanksgiving meeting at a private college. Ahead of the event, Rural Development Minister N. Anand inspected preparations at the venue, indicating the significance being attached to the gathering. Back in the national capital, Delhi's anti-encroachment drive entered its second day in Shalimar Bagh. Authorities have demolished more than 150 illegal structures as part of a road-widening project. Heavy police and paramilitary deployment remains in place as officials continue the operation amid tight security and public attention. In neighbouring Haryana, Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini chaired a meeting of the District Public Relations and Grievance Redressal Committee in Gurugram. 16 agenda items were taken up for discussion, with the focus on resolving public grievances and reviewing administrative performance at the district level. And finally, politics continues to heat up in Delhi. AAP leader Saurabh Bharadwaj has demanded accountability after the building collapse near Saket Metro. He called for action against officials responsible for the incident and also responded to the defamation case filed against him by Delhi Minister Parvesh Verma, adding another layer to the ongoing political confrontation in the capital. Stay tuned for more updates throughout the day.